Yo, what's good everyone, and welcome to another video. As you can see, today we are back on My Toy Factory, and it's because they went ahead and dropped yesterday a brand new update, which if you guys went ahead and watched my last video that I made on this game, you'll know that I complained about quite a lot of things in that video, but it looks like every single thing that I complained about, they went ahead and addressed in this update. And honestly, dude, I am super excited to go over all of this. Looking over at my second monitor, I can see that they've done a new supplier feature. So yes, we finally have a automated worker. Honestly, that's pretty crazy. I can't wait to look a little more into this. I'm not entirely sure what it does yet. Under that, it says change leveling progression, because it was kind of a little bit hard to level up in the game. And then the other two things that are listed is fixed material board. If you guys know, this actually broke during my recording, and now it does 100% fully work. And they also went ahead and dropped the arrival time for the truck. So if you don't own the Game Pass, it's going to take now 3 minutes instead of previously 4 minutes. And if you do own the Game Pass, it's going to take roughly around 1.5 minutes. So definitely a really good change. I still would like to see them kind of add a feature where you can implement things inside of your factory to maybe reduce that by, seconds. I feel like it'd be really cool, and it would also give, those people that have a lot of money something to basically go ahead and spend on. But let's not waste any more time, man. I really want to check out this brand new worker. And on top of that, we're going to be going over a couple of the changes that I have made inside of my factory. So if you guys are new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Drop a like on the video if you do enjoy it. Thank you guys so much for getting my last video on My Toy Factory to 400 likes. And I don't even gotta beg you guys, because I know that you guys are not gonna let me down on the likes here. I know it. So let's go ahead and head on over to the shop now to get started here. I can already see right next to the materials vendor is a brand new guy named Supplier. If we go ahead and walk up to him, it says, "Hello, I am the supplier Bob, and I am interested to work for your toy factory. Every time your truck arrives, I will spend some of your coins on materials. Hire me and you will never have to worry about buying materials ever again." Under that, it says that he cost 1,500. I'm not sure if we'll be able to upgrade him or maybe buy more than one. Okay, no, it just looks like we can only buy one supplier. So let's head back now to the factory. There is Mr. Supplier, man. And right under his name, it actually shows how often he's going to be buying things. So it looks like in about 10 seconds, he's going to head on over and make his very first purchase. So let's look at the board over here. We're sitting at 4 wood, 14 textile, and 8 plastic. So how is that going to change? Your supplier bought 0 wood, 375 textile, and 0 plastic. That's interesting, especially since it didn't update the board. That's maybe an issue with just the supplier. Let's go buy some textile ourselves and see if maybe that updates the board. So I went ahead, just got 82 of them. Let's come to the boxes over here, drop the textile, and yeah, it went ahead and updated now to 96. So there might be a little bit of an issue right now with just the supplier. Every single time that he goes ahead and buys, it's not really updating it over here on the board, which I think he's actually buying again right now. Is he? Yeah, he is, in like 5 seconds. Whoa, this is gonna keep a nice and steady flow. I really like this. Also, if you guys notice, I am level 13, so this does mean that I have access to the very last item in the game now, which is a stuffed ball. This sells for $36 a piece, and it takes roughly around 42 seconds to get it done. Obviously, the downside to this is that I need to invest 15 textile in order to get this done. So I'm not gonna lie, it was really difficult to have to run back and forth constantly buying textile, but I kind of have a little trick to show you guys that I was using for quite some time before they actually introduced the supplier. But before I do that, let me collect all of this and show you guys how much I'm earning by selling every single thing that I have inside of my factory right now. So basically, one full batch of this is roughly around 25 stuffed balls, and I get 2,250 just for those 25. And I still have enough space to go ahead and fill another full batch and maybe like half of another. So yeah, these stuffed balls are making me quite a pretty penny. Dude, this supplier is so useful, dude. It's keeping such a steady flow of money right now. I love this. But let's head on over to the shop. I want to show you guys this cool little trick that I've been using, because honestly, it's super simple and pretty much any of you can do this. And honestly, I'm really confident when I say that a lot of you maybe have already been doing this. But anyways, come over to the material shop, click on whatever material it is that you need. For instance, I need the textile, so I'm going to grab 82 of these, press buy, and if you notice, my inventory on the right hand side is now completely full. Hey, let's go. Level 14, an an easy 2,800. But yeah, so like I was saying, your inventory is now full. So what you want to do is just click on that item again, leave this menu open, walk on over to the teleporter. This is going to send you back to your shop. And then it's literally just as simple as clicking on the boxes to empty out your inventory over on the right, and then press 82 again and buy. And you just got 2 trips in one. So I mean, you know, it's not the best thing in the world, but it's definitely helpful. Also, I'm pretty sure that we just got enough to buy 2 more of the gaming tables. So let's go ahead and grab 2 of these, which honestly, I wish I could say that I'm close to having an entire factory full of gaming tables, but yeah, I'm not even close. Wait a minute, how do I have 8 gaming tables in my inventory? I don't remember buying that many and not placing them down. What in the world? Well, I guess we have 8 tables to place down right now. I didn't even know I had these. Now, I'm already kind of seeing a bit of an issue with the supplier, and that's the fact that it kind of seems like he brings whatever material he wants. So one moment he can bring you wood, and the next moment he can bring you textile. I don't think that that's how it should be. I feel like it should be determined based off of whatever items I'm making inside of my factory. So if I'm only making stuffed balls, then my supplier should only focus on buying textile and putting it inside of my shop. But I mean, I guess at the same time, I understand that there has to be sort of like a negative side to having a supplier instead of going out and getting it yourself. I don't know, but what I do want to go ahead and ask you guys is, let me know, what would you like to see come to this game and update for? I have to say, man, this is probably really high on my list of all of the my games that I really like. Something about having to actually physically do everything is super cool to me. I know I mentioned this in my previous video, but the fact that this game kind of determines on the leaderboard based off of who's actually playing the game, now who can stay on the longest, which I know that that sounds really weird for me to say, especially since I'm kind of complaining about the supplier, and I was telling the devs in the last video to add something like the supplier. But I think for the most part, they understood what I was trying to say, because they didn't add like something insanely OP. It's still way more beneficial and obviously way more efficient for you to go ahead and manually do all of this stuff than just depending on your supplier. Plus, at the end of the day, you still have to pick up every single thing that is done to go ahead and place it on the shelf in the back. Now, as for what I would like to see an update for, a part of me wants to say that I want to see something cosmetic for the actual factory, but if I'm going to keep it real, I feel like there should be way more variety inside of here. A lot of these games, people really enjoy the entire progression and going after the final thing. Don't get me wrong, the gaming table is really cool, but adding some more variety is definitely going to get those players nice and hooked. And oh, look, we have ourselves a new #1 player. I feel like I've seen that name before. Lightyear153. 10.7 mil. That is actually insane. 47,200 toys made. Wow, and to think that I was proud of my little 2K. But anyways, man, I really just wanted to go ahead and show you guys this update, especially since it's something that a lot of you were talking about in the comments. And like I mentioned before, so many of you showed a lot of support to that video. So I definitely highly suggest for you guys to go ahead, jump into the game again, check it out. Like I always say, link is going to be at the very top of the description. Let's go. 5,760 in one trip. Big money. Okay, so I managed to fill up the entire shelf with nothing but stuffed balls, and it looks like the total is $7,758. That's pretty insane, dude. Let's go. Level 15, they definitely made leveling a lot easier in this update. That also went ahead and put us at 19,948, which means I have enough to go ahead and purchase 3 more gaming tables. We're getting so close to having an entire factory full of these, dude. Just 7 more, and we are good. Let me place these as stuffed balls as well, because if not, these little buddies will not be working. But yeah, man, like I was saying, I'm having so much fun with this game. Hopefully you guys are as well, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to go ahead and drop a like on it. It does help my channel get out there. And also thank you guys for 44,000 subscribers. I really do appreciate that. I'm gonna try my very best to go ahead and get a second video out for you guys today again, so make sure to turn on notifications so you do not miss that. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for this one. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.